I'm reminded of maybe how Spain does it, or how France does it. I feel like the level of technique, for example, in France, across the country on a broad-based level, on the grassroots level, you see the way players swing the racket and move is exceptional. It's very, very high. Like I've noticed that from French players. I've had French coaches who work for me, and I've studied in France, not as much as Spain, but I followed that. And in Spain, they're not as technical as in France, but they do a good job, especially with the movement. As you guys know, in Spain, the movement, they teach players to move beautifully and very well. And although they're not as technical as in France, for example, the players, because their movement is really good, if there are some little issues with the swing, um, it can be worked. You can work with that. But I think because they have such good, all the players around Spain move very well, are taught movement very well. It helps grow the level of the tennis players in that country. But a little different than, excuse me, a little different than in France, where I think they do even a better job with technique, like the swings. But Spain has the whole grassroots, at the grassroots broad based level, everyone is moving really well, and everyone learns some important. They teach techniques, some important techniques, and how to play the game. In Spain, all the players learn how to play the game very well tactically. I think in line with the modern game. So you see that in Spain. You see the really good technical base that I'm talking about across the border in France. So if you look to Europe, I think those are sort of the benchmarks for me that I'm comparing uh, when I come back here to the U.S. And why can't we do a better job here? I don't understand why in the U.S. do we have to teach in such an old-fashioned way to the majority of kids?